Welcome to day 12 of our trip to Taiwan. We started off our morning being serenaded by the local garbage truck, and then we went on a walk to go find some breakfast. Walking around Sunmoon Lake, a lot of the signs have owls on top of them. There are also a lot of owls in a lot of the gift shops, and the owls are an auspicious animal of the Aboriginal community. After breakfast, we headed down to the lake, after which we walked the trail around the edge of the lake to go to the gondola. Following the signs to the trail around the lake, we ended up on the old trail up in the jungle, which was a boarded walk. You can see the newer trail below with bicyclists on it. I'm sure it had quite a few less spider webs. As with most places in Taiwan, there was a line to get onto the gondolas, but it was thankfully pretty quick.
What's all this stuff over here?
I don't know.
Another empty one. Yeah, it's a whole different cable car. Over to the, is that the cultural center? Do we get off and take another one?
I don't think so. We only take to the culture center.
Because those are different colored cars.
Yeah, whatever that way is different one.
We didn't research what to do at the bottom of the gondola before we arrived, and we found that it was just the entrance to the theme park, and there was nothing else to do there. Since we weren't really interested in a theme park geared towards children, we decided just to take a little walk around the station and then head back. The views were still worth the gondola ride, but we were a little bit disappointed there was nothing else to do there.
They have a food court here.
Once we got back to the area near our hotel, it was lunchtime. The shopping district was quite busy and everything was open, whereas the night before when we arrived, most things were closed. Instead of going to a sit-down restaurant, we decided to enjoy the various street foods on offer. It must be said, though, that giant waffle on a stick was far more filling than we were expecting. After grabbing lunch, we got our tickets to get on the ferry across the lake and headed out. We planned on doing the triangle where you hit 2 other locations and then get back home. The ferry system was a little bit confusing, and it turns out that to find the ferry that you need to take with your ticket, it matches the color of the horse on the front of the ferry. Our first ferry stop landed in the Xuexie district, and that district is the other popular touristy area to get a hotel at.
But there's not a lot of left. Oh, but they have one pineapple.
While looking for a place to get a snack, we came across this scooter that had as much packed on it as I could fit in the back of my SUV. While waiting for our mango shaved ice, we noticed a lady next to us that had a small dog and 2 cats on a tiny push cart. After getting off the boat, we headed towards the temple and quickly were passed by 2 girls running. It turns out they were running to get to the head of the line for the tea-soaked egg store. It's extremely popular and the line gets long very quickly.
It's one is only 15. What? Get one? Get one.
I think you're getting one.
I know.
We could hear this band that plays in the arrival area for the majority of our hike up the hill. I'm not sure how many steps there are to the top to get to the temple, but there were quite a few people that we passed that were stopped taking a break on the way. As the afternoon wore on, the air quality got worse and worse. We soon could barely see across the lake anymore, and the sun was just a hazy yellow spot in the sky. When we got back to our hotel, we took a break and then headed out into the rainy night to get some dinner.